What's going on, guys? Johnny with Blaze Grass Lawn Care. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about how to boost your income. Okay? So, I'm assuming that you're in the lawn care business now and it's mid-spring, and guess what? We're out there hustling and bustling. By now we should have most of our customers um, on a schedule. And yeah, everything is kind of running smoothly as far as your schedule. I'm not talking about the weather, right? Because Mother Nature sometimes she don't want to rain. Sometimes she rains too much, so on and so forth, right? So let's talk about how to boost our income, especially in the summertime. Because hey, listen, it's all about making that money. You know what I mean? It's not about staying stationary and being comfortable where you're at. So the first thing I will tell you is to try to diversify your services. You know what I mean? Offer a range of services beyond mowing. If you have your pesticide license, then offer, you know, fertilization, weed control, um, aeration, and even landscaping. You can probably by this time, mow 4 days a week, and then leave Friday and Saturday open for landscaping work. You want to put in a patio or something that you can do within those 2 3 days, or whichever way you want to do this, right? Listen, this can help you tap into new revenue streams and attract paying customers. So try to diversify your services. Another thing you can do is target commercial properties. Listen, commercial lawn care contracts can be lucrative, and they can provide a steady stream of income, especially during the slow season. When you have that 12-month package, um, it'll bring you a lot of income. So, think about that. Go out there and see if you can pick up some commercial properties. Listen, don't be scared. Okay, we all started somewhere. Pick up that commercial property, and again, be careful on picking up commercial properties that you can manage. Okay, don't go out there and try to pick up things that you cannot manage. You know what I mean? Like office, you know, um, parks and shopping centers. Just explore your potential. Listen, you have to get out there and do it. That's the only way we learn. Okay, nobody's an expert at commercial properties. That's the way you learn. Another thing that you can do is implement a customer retention strategy. Focus on providing exceptional customer service to retain existing customers. Encourage referral. And offer a loyalty program to keep your customers uh, uh, excited. You know what I mean? You get to the property, excuse me, um, you know, take a picture of the shrubs, send them a quote. Take a picture of the plant bed, send them a quote. Do these things, guys. Just don't go in there and you so caught up in your current schedule that you're leaving money on the table by not looking at other things that can be done, that you can do. That's income that you're leaving behind because you're in a rush. So stop rushing. Take your time. Pay attention to your customer's property, because at the end of the day, you're helping them. Okay, you're not taking advantage of your customers. All you're doing is seeing things that they don't see. Okay, that's why you're there. You're there to do something that they can't do. That they're too busy going to work and doing other things, so they have you there. And what's the worst that can happen? They say, no, I don't need it right now. And if they say, well, I get it sometime next month, then next month, just let them know next month the price changes because there's more work to be done. Make sense? Awesome. Another thing that you can do also is invest in efficient equipment. Listen, you need to upgrade to high quality, efficient equipment that can help you complete jobs faster and reduce your maintenance costs. That's why I use battery products. Now, I'm not saying you should, but I haven't been to my dealer in, since I started using battery products. I don't need to do zero maintenance on my stuff. The only thing, especially my mower, all I have to do is sharpen the blades. I don't have to worry about spindles. I don't have to worry about fuel filters, carburetors, none of that. So something to think about, you know what I mean? Because if you have less maintenance, that means more money in your pocket. And like the equipment that I have, it leads, it increases my productivity. Simple and plain. That's what my stuff does. Increase my productivity. I don't have to worry about, excuse me, a mower breaking down. I don't have to worry about my string trimmer can't start because the new carburetor or the mixed fuel wasn't done right. You guys know what I'm talking about. Been there, done that. Okay. Another thing that you can do, guys, is develop a strong online presence. Let me tell you, guys, a lot of you guys are not putting before and afters on your social media, and I get it. I get it. A lot of you want to be content creators, but customers don't care about content creation. The only ones that care about content creation are marketers and people like yourself trying to get into the business. But some of the stuff that you're posting are not attracting customers. And I know what you're going to say. Well, Johnny, you post A, and B, and C. Yeah, because I'm a content creator. I don't want any more customers, guys. This is what I do. I put out information. You honestly think that I'm out there trying to pick up more customers? I don't want any more customers. I'm good. I am definitely good. So my goal is not to attract customers. So don't look at my social media and say, well, if he's doing it, I want to do it. Be yourself. Don't be me. Make things, put things out that customers want to see. You know what I mean? That's the kind of things, before and afters. Those are big upsell, man. I'm telling you, before and afters, those things are crazy good. And they always don't have to be overgrown properties. Show your skills. That's all you have to do, man. Another thing that you can do also is partner with local businesses. Partner with, your nurseries, your garden centers, and with other landscapers. If you have some guys out there that are not doing mowing, all they're doing is landscaping, hardscape, or all they're doing is weed control. Partner with those guys. Say, listen, I can get you customers to do, make a patio or whatever, weed control, and you give me the mowing. Try to find other businesses. The roofers. Roofers are good for that, man. You drop off their cards, leave their cards at your customer's door, and they send you business. They do the same thing for you. Nurseries is the same thing. A lot of people go to the nursery and say, man, my grass is this, or even though they're picking up plants, they're talking about their yard, and you can be a topic. Hey, I know this guy. He needs customers. He does a fantastic job. That's the way you do it. Another thing that you can do also is optimize your pricing. Listen, you need to review your pricing strategy, guys, to ensure that you're competitive and profitable. And I get it. You can only price as high as the location that you're dealing with. You can't overprice because then they're going to drop you. But the thing is, you have to know your worth. It's not about how many properties you're doing, guys. It's about how much profit you're keeping at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. And at the end, guys, let me tell you, you have to monitor and adjust. You always have to, monitor your business, financial performance, and adjust your strategy as needed. Stay up to date with industry trends and best practices to ensure your long-term success. You have to be open to new things. You can't just stay thinking old. There are new game-changing products out there that making your life a lot easier, including chemicals. But these are the things that you need to know. You need to know what type of turf you're mowing, what height you're mowing it at, you know, little things like that. So if you are in the lawn care industry, guys, and then watching this video right now, put it in the comment. Anything that I kind of didn't mention, put it in the comment section and let me know what I missed. But at the end of the day, guys, remember, you're running a business, okay? And a business needs to make money. That's what you're doing. You need to make money, so you need to start thinking as a business person, a business individual, and not a worker. You know, a lot of people, and I'm just general observation on my social media, a lot of people are worried about, string trimming and the stuff that don't make any business sense. You're worrying about the wrong thing, except on being profitable. That's what you need to be thinking about. You need to be thinking about being efficient and profitable. Learn those things. Don't waste your time thinking about, edging with a string trimmer versus a blade edger. Those, you're wasting your time. What does that make? That doesn't make any difference when it comes to making your money. You know what I mean? Those are little silly stuff that I don't understand. How people waste time thinking about stuff like that. You need to think about the efficiency of your business and your money-making strategy. You need to be thinking about consolidating your properties and being efficient. Those are the things that you, as a business owner, need to be thinking about. Not about social media. I know, guys. I go into my little rant, but I'm just telling you, man, because I see it. I see it all the time. I see it all the time. The amount of energy that's been put in other things except how to grow your business, how to become efficient in your business, how to make money. Those are the things that, man, let me tell you, I think about every day. I think about every day how to be more efficient, how to consolidate my routes, how to increase my profits, because that's what business is all about. All right? All right, guys. I'm finished up with my property right now. This is a centipede lawn that I mowed at a height of 2 inches. And yes, 2 inches is the optimum height of cut. And all of this was done with the Crest commercial. And I only used 1 bar out of 5. So that's to show you. This equipment is super efficient. Since I've been using this, guys, I'm telling you, I haven't been to my dealer for anything. I promise you, no lie. So if you have any questions in regards to anything that you've seen in this video, just look in the video description and go to crestcommercial.com and toromowers.com, and they have where you can see, if battery products are worth the money. All right, have a blessed one. See you on the next one. Pop Smoke. Peace.